When I was younger, I was a good-looking kid, smart, funny, ambitious, talented. And sometimes women would just be like, whoa. I could feel like they wanted to date me. They found me attractive, but they'd be just like, ooh, I dropped a gold bar into a giant furnace. I'd really like the gold bar back, but I don't want to burn my arm off. There's treasure, but it hurts, right? And now I get it. Now I understand it. Because they were sensibly looking at the tribe, not at me. I wasn't just, a stroll-along penis with good genes. I was like part of a whole community, part of a whole tribe. And they sensibly looked and said, well, that guy's sexy. I like him. Great guy, smart guy. Oh, my God. It's like you look at somebody, oh, that woman's really hot. And she's like, oh, she has herpes, right? Ooh, like the hotness. Not such a big fan of the herpes. And so for me, my family was my herpes, and my friends were my herpes, and it's like, oh, nice guy. Kind of a lot of tribal herpes there. So no, thank you. And these were the smart women, right? The women of depth and intelligence and all that, right? And for me, it was no accident. No accident. And I'm not saying this for you. I'm just giving you this as my example, right? Your choices are obviously your own. But for me, it's like, hey, go to therapy. Ooh, you know what? My family is really toxic. I'm going to take a break from my family, blah, 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 blah. I did all that. Cleaned up my friendships, got the crazy people out of my life, after confrontations, after attempting to work with them, after attempting to make them a little less crazy, which I was not expecting to happen and was confirmed that it wasn't going to happen. I get out of that. Who do I meet? I meet my wife to be. So quickly. And boy, if I hadn't had my act together, if I wasn't free of the base tribe of low rent crazy, whew, holy crap. Well, Isabella wouldn't be here, I'll tell you that much. So I just really wanted to point this out. Anybody with any brains looks at your entire environment. But we always want to present ourselves as an individual as if we have no history, as if people who get involved with us aren't going to get tangled up in our family and our friendships and our extended family and our church. Everybody is a quicksand of history. Everybody is a quicksand of history. You take a step closer, blurp, in you go. We are not individuals. And it took me a long time to present myself, as a smart, accent, good looking. I mean, present myself this way. And I didn't get that the smarter women were scanning me for crazy quicksand. And they were thinking, hey, this guy's great. I really like him. He's attractive. He's smart. He's funny. He's ambitious. And then what they do is they'd sit there, ask me that stuff. And then what they do is they sit there and say, let's see. Okay, so we're 25. Let's say I get married to this guy, in a year or two. Let's just say, maybe 23. So 25. Okay, so let's say 25. So that means I get 30 more years of hanging with his mom too. Right? I get 30 more years of hanging with his brother and his friends and his dad when he comes by and his extended family and his brother's wife and their family. 30 more years. There's no dick big enough in the world to hide that. I don't care how sexy people thought I was. There's no amount of sexual prowess that can eclipse that sunbeam of crazy blasting through the cranium of any perceptive woman who met me when I was in my 20s. Hey, I'm really attractive. I'm a bait in a huge crazy trap. Come on in. The water is random. I open my mouth and eloquent rainbows come out. I use that to lasso you by the boobs and drag you in to this gladiator pit of insanity I call a social circle. Come on in. It's lovely. Oh, and by the way, you'll be so attracted to me, and once we get married and have kids, you can't even get out. How's that? There's nobody pretty enough or sexy enough to overcome that reality in the eyes of a perceptive woman. And I didn't get that in my 20s. That's what I'm trying to provide to you. Oh, boy, it was hard-won knowledge. Oh, painful. I mean, I thought in my 20s, I was like the bee's knees. I was like, oh, what woman wouldn't want to date me? Because I was looking at myself in isolation. And in isolation, yes, I think I was attractive, and lots of women agreed with me. But I was like, gosh, you know, I can't get them to commit. Well, of course not. He lives in Crazy Town, and he doesn't even seem to know it. Yeah, he's got some issues with his family, but oh my God, he wants me to move there. He's not going to move out of Crazy Town. He wants me to go move and live in Crazy Town, where the bed and breakfasts are all made of licorice. And you don't put on gloves, you put on tiny tiger sharks that chew up your elbows. At least they keep your hands warm in the belly of a shark. And the train tracks are giant Indiana Jones whips that just dissolve into nothing. And you open up the fridge and the giant ball comes out like the beginning of Indiana Jones, and there's your exciting morning. It's Crazy Town. You take baths in jasmine tea. And for a facial scrub, you use a puffer fish. I mean, I don't know. I could just go on and on all night about Crazy Town, but this is like, hey, Apple. It's like, hey, the train has stopped. I'm here doing my dance. Look, it's my sexy dance. Come, step off the train. Come join me in Crazy Town. It'll be great fun, and it'll be really crazy, and you'll never get to leave because the train only comes once, and then once you get here with me and we get married and we have kids, you're stuck in Crazy Town forever. How does that sound? Does that sound like a good deal? Hey, where are you going? Because they looked at me and they saw my whole world, not just me as an individual. And all the crazy people in the world will try and get them to look at you. Sorry, will try and get you to look at them as individuals. Like they're just individuals. And they may keep their family away, and they may keep their friends away, and they might just be sexy, individual star in the middle of the night with no other stars around. There are no constellations up here. I'm just one single star of sexiness. That's it. That's it. Boobs, clit, vagina, sexy, solitary, Sandy. And then you dip your penis in that, and suddenly it's like, whoa, how did that close over? Oh, I believe we've got inward-facing teeth in the vagina. Vagina dentata has me. By the short and curlies, by the twigs and berries. Oh, no. Gripped. Oh, no. And then she starts shuffling backwards, doing the crab walk, and you're following her with your penis, which has got grabbed on with the teeth. And it's going backwards. It's like, oh, shit, what's that over the horizon? Is that Close Encounters of the Third Kind? You go over the hill, and there's this bright light, and it's like, oh, hey, stop walking, crab walking backwards with my penis in your teeth vagina. Oh, no, we're going to Crazy Town. Oh, no, I can't get back out now. I can't leave my twigs and berries behind, and here she is, crab walking right over into the blinding white light of Crazy Town. And I'm stuck. And I can't get out. Right, so people saw that when I was in my 20s. Women saw that. And wisely went the other way. Or maybe stopped to buy for a quick bang and, here, you have sex with me on the train. I'll kick you off the train. You stay in Crazy Town. I'm not stepping off this train. Because it looks like a sidewalk. But it's just water, quicksand, and glue. Thank you, but no. I don't like it when the sky is full of spaceships that look like clown heads.